Hello and welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. We do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Turns and goes back, has a hit! And for a moment, time stood still. Looks a foul. The referee's given it. Tries to stroke it through. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Hoists it forward. Hits one! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Floats one over. Walk forward. What does he try from here? Now shoot, and the finish! Cleared away. Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Gets up to hit it! Nicely measured pass. Just the goalkeeper to beat. He's on his way. Chance! Goal! The breakthrough strike. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot. Don't think about what the keeper's going to do. Concentrate on what you have to do.
A 1-0 lead established.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Oh, real danger here. Cleared without complication. And that's a throw. Ball needed. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
He's gone for goal! No, he's missed it.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Good idea, just poorly executed. How about us? He's gone for it! It's there!
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Romario.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Going through. And the shot! No mistake! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal. Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Played back in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. We can get that clear. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yes, they turned a lost cause into a great cause. It took resilience and character, but they had ample amounts.
Hello and welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. You do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
We have already started here. He's made sure that that won't get through. Loose ball, who's going to get there? A searching ball out wide. That's a throw. He's got options out wide. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Turns and goes back. Has a pop! And he's straight offside. Keeper sends it forward. Forward it goes. Still goalless. Pinged forward. Cuts it out. Chance to break. It's being played forward. Really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him, as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. And now the breakaway. Looks to dink one in. Corner it is then. Cleared away. Ball's gone out of play. It's a brilliant interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Forward, what does he try from here?
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And he's there to clear it. And the finish! Oh, it's gone in!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Looks to clip it forward. Oh, shooting chance! Villa. Just brushed off the ball there. He's it! He's gone for it! And the defence can get it clear. Villa. Ah, now can they counter? There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Well, they can break here. Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's offside. Yes, it is. So here comes a substitution.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Gets it upfield. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Folks. Plays it out to the flank. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Breaks on here.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling.
Just the goalkeeper has a pop! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Oh, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance.
And time is up. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Just one between them. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, hello everybody, thank you for joining us for what we hope will be an intriguing group stage game, and it is first against second. Two teams with the same objective, and that is to make sure that they will still be here once the competition resumes under a different format, one that is far less forgiving than now. This, no doubt, a game of the utmost importance, not so much for the final outcome in this group, but potentially who meets whom when that time comes around. And that is something that both of these sides are only too well aware of, with those finishing top getting what is usually a more comfortable draw. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. There's the whistle, and here we go. He's looked long this time. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Hoists it forward. Finds himself eased off the ball. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Plays it out to the wing. Gets into some space, and that's left him on the seat of his pants. Whipped it again. Tries to get it forward quickly. To safety. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
And it's played forward. Mbappe. Played out to the right. Delivery from Mbappe.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if...
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Floats one over. And he's there to hoof it away. And we've reached half-time. So another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, and still goals. To review the first half.
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Cologne can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
That's not going far. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. He could go for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose! And that has been clubbed away. Lovely bit of skill. Real chance! It's anyone's ball. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really...
And a shot! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
There's going to be another change here. It's a brilliant interception. He's had a go! He's scored! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision.
Muller! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Managed to get it away. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Cologne showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And he's going long. And he's cut it out.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Shapes to shoot! Should have equalised.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Play for a throw.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one.
And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his card in his pocket.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Shoots! Gets good distance on it. He's had a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat.
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second-half goal. That's what cost them.
Hello and welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. We do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width.
And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Could move up a gear here. It's a promising ball. Oh, it's opened up, has a pop! This could fall anywhere. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Plays it over to the other flank. Loses his balance and loses the ball. A real chance to break. Looks to clip it forward. And back to base. Keeper's got good distance on that. Plays it out to the flank. He's left his man. He could be in here. Has a hit! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Vossen. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Timely intervention. And a header! He scored! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Tries to switch the play. Offside that time. Well played, he saw that coming. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And the counter is on. And the weighted pass. Ball through needs to be good here. Has a hit! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
We hit half-time. So your views on the first half?
Oh, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Naismith. Gets wrestled off the ball, and it's played forward. Plays it long. Could try cutting inside here. Gets away from his opponents. And the shots! They are rampant! And they are cruising away.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Naismith. Across the field it goes. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, he's not going to get that. Naismith. Played out to the right. Big chance! He has got it! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display. What a player.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. It's become a case of men against boys. Looks to dink one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Out to the right. Goes for the header! He's kept it out. That's a great save.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Good challenge. He just stood firm. Cuts it out. Naismith. And that is that. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Hello and welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. You do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Action has already started. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Over to the left. He's through. And he's there to cut it out. Makaleli. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Gets it back. Referee's given a throw. He's gone for it! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Goes direct to the front line. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Looks to dink one in. He's made sure that that won't get through. Sensi. Forward it goes. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Blanc. That's put paid to a promising move. Makaleli. Bugari. This is promising. He's gone for it! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Oh, a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, deadlock still as the second half begins. Keeps everyone guessing. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Real chance! Hoists it forward. Gets wrestled off the ball. Big chance! In it goes! The breakthrough arrives at last!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Bugatti. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so I do...
Has a hit! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Gets it back. Makaleli. Battles to win it back. Chip through. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. The changes then in quick succession. Has a pop! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, that's a real shame because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
He's looked long this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Makaleli. No way through there. And the finish! This could fall anywhere. Turns and goes back. And that will be the final act. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side. And the result reflects as much. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Hello and welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some, at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. You do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Düsseldorf have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system. It's not as easy for the front three to get behind the ball quickly if one of the wing-backs is pushed on. Then the boys in the engine room have serious cover to provide. So a lot of hard work has to go into this, and at times you can get stretched. But, boy, it can work at one end.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's in! And the finish! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And that has been cleared. Battles to win it back. It's on a plate. Cut out in the nick of time. Tries to locate someone up front. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Looking to hit the front line. Dundee ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Has a pop! Just a whisker away. Lovely bit of skill there. Just brushed off the ball there. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Needed a better pass there. And it's got through. Oh, that had to be more accurate. He gets past his man. Tries a shot! It's broken loose. Clears it out of harm's way. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again.
Düsseldorf playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half, despite this scoreline. Converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Wells.
Now the counter. Face to... has a pop! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
So here comes the substitution. We're still waiting for a goal to report here.
Wells.
And that's a throw. Dundee making another change here. A heavy challenge, and it's played forward. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Going through. Real chance! They've scored!
Well, if ever there was a perfect time to score, I think we just witnessed it. Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
The changes then in quick succession. A 1-0 lead established.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind: when the going gets tough, etc.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And back to base. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets a good foot in there.
Dundee are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Has a goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Hoists it forward, and it's been given and a shot! Back of the net! They have stolen level at the last! Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. All square again into the dying minutes.
Wells.
He's pinged one through here. He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's that. So it's ended in a draw, draft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
Hello and welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. You do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would say the embodiment of consistency, Fabrizio Colaccini, an organiser and leader and someone who sets the example for work rate and wholehearted effort, which is always appreciated, and usually everybody else responds to it too.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. So it's away we go then. And he's going long. Tries to stroke it through. Knocks it away. Goes for goal! He scored!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Stuttgart trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Hoists it forward. He's gone for it! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
And it's played forward. Nicely measured pass. And the counter is on. Floats one over. Cleared away. He's in, surely. Has a pop! Forward it goes.
And Sogbia.
And he's on a charge. Hits one! He scored! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Gets into a dangerous position. Dyer. He's had a go! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
Colaccini. With a delicate ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another short strength?
Newcastle in control at half-time, 2-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. That's been drilled forward. Colaccini does well to read it and intercepts. Dyer hoists it forward. He's left his man. It's come as a pop! Yes! And they are cruising away. That was a given. It always was.
Look, the goal was well manufactured, but the striker probably can't believe he's been given that much space in the penalty area, and he wasn't going to miss.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Well positioned to make that interception. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And here's the chance to counter. Gets away from his opponent. Drives it towards the front. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Plays it out to the flank. Has a look and plays it in. Out towards the flank. Goes for the cross. And now the breakaway. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That has put a stop to that. Chip through. And there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Knocks it away. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Newcastle are coasting towards victory. Played towards the front men. Coloccini cuts it out. Gets it back. Into the channel. Lovely bit of skill there. And the shot! And with that, the final whistle. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
Hello and welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. We do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times, and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with two strikers, two wing-backs and potentially two runners from central midfield. You can understand its attraction because it really can get the numbers into the opposition's box, and equally it can get the numbers back into your own.
There's the whistle. Looks to thread it through. Gets it upfield. Tries to stroke it through. The worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. He's got options out wide. Oh, really good feet. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Still a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Neither side yet able to find the net. Tries to get it forward quickly. Played into the middle, and he's there to cut it out. Has a goal! There was plenty of power on that. And a header! There it is! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. He's had a goal! Sticks it away! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well read, he sorted that out. Oh, good ball. He's gone for it! Great leap! Lovely bit of skill there. Massive leap! He can pounce on that. It's a goal! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
I might sound a little harsh here, but the keeper, I felt, could have done a better job in ensuring that ball didn't go back out into the danger area.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just 1 separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. battles to win it back. Oh, great ball! Nicely controlled. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Ball's gone out of play.
that's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
Plays it out to the flank. Tries a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
He can get that clear. And help's available out wide. He gets past his man. Has a pop! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Attempts to play it through. Oh, that's nice. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's got through. Oh, shooting chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Well, the first goal came from this. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's that. So they bask in their win. A genuinely professional performance and a result which is well-deserved. Look back on the game, then, Jim.
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit.